Scott St. James. Hello, Scott.
Hey, Mike, how are you?
I'm great. How are you? You're very
I'm feeling good.
Upbeat and chipper today. I like that a lot. That's
Feeling
good. Very good. And then down and impressed, the one and only Paul Stern.
Well, I'll try to add a little amusement to today's program. I believe we are celebrating a lot this weekend.
Are we really? We got celebrity birthdays. Did Nancy Minetti leave her file here of celebrity birthdays for us?
That is part and parcel of
really
today's program. Sure.
Here's a big, I think you went to see him, didn't you? One of those casinos, those gambling casinos, Scott St. James.
Yes, I did.
Buddy Greco.
Not lately.
Buddy is 89 years old this weekend.
He's hawking off his memorabilia, last I heard.
Here's one that'll make you...
Got a lot of it, too.
Well, it's just the life I've lived.
What kind of memorabilia would he have?
Well, he was like a Rat Pack kind of guy.
Wasn't he a dancer, too? Buddy Greco and singer?
Yes, he was.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, so that's good deal. I love 89 years of age. Now, here's one that'll make you feel old, especially if you played his music and you were a Josh Dickey, as Gary Owens used to say.
Uh-huh.
And that is singer Dash Crofts of Seals and Crofts, not to be confused with Marty Crofts, the puppeteer. Mm-hmm. This is Dash Crofts of Seals and Crofts. How old do you think he is today? 77 years of age. Can't believe it.
I was going to guess the 80s.
Can we play one of his songs? Do they still record? Do they still perform?
Yeah, they had that big one.
Some guy jumping on his chest to get some sound out of his throat.
Summer Breeze.
Summer Breeze. He's just happy to take a breath. Let me tell you that.
I thought it was.
Forget the breeze. Singer David, what is wrong with the world? Everybody is aging on us, Scott St. James, Paul Stern.
Well, that happens.
David Crosby is 74 years of age. Now, country singer Connie Smith, she's been around a long time, been around the block, if you know what I mean, like a time or two.
Yeah.
She's 74 and still, one of her great tunes, Once a Day, All Day Long, and I'm sure that's what keeps her going at 74. Steve Martin, how old do you think he is? He's turned the big 7-0.
Okay. Well, I thought he was in his 60s. I was wrong.
No. Now you got depressed on us.
Yeah.
You started off all happy.
Well, I didn't think he was in his 70s. So obviously he is, but I didn't. I didn't. I thought he was in his 60s.
He's just started.
And now I'm
the show is going to get even better from here, everybody. It really, Let's see. And so, Antonio Fargas from Starsky and Hutch. Remember that guy?
Mm-hmm.
What was his character role? He was always the informant guy. Anyway, he's 69 years
old. Huggy Bear.
Huggy Bear, thank you.
I think everybody's 69 these days.
69.
Oh, man.
The 70.
The bassist, Larry Graham of Sly and the Family Stallone, as we used to call him. Been around. He's 69.
I don't know necessarily who Larry Graham is. It might kind of out in left field.
Sly and the Family Stallone.
Well, no, I know who Sly and the Family Stallone is, but I just don't know.
At the time, very big.
I just don't know Larry Graham.
By the way,
no relation to Don Graham.
Romance novelist Diane Steele. 68 years old today. Gary Larson, the guy that does The Far Side, he's 65. Everybody is on the other side of 50. They used to say the backside of 40. Now it's on the backside of 60.
That's what we all have to look forward to, folks.
New country tune, the backside of 60. All right, I'm going to go get a shawl, sit down here and rest a little bit. Take a break. We'll continue with the show. It is the PM show. Aren't there any youngsters having a birthday today?
We'll get to a kid. I think one of the Brady Bunch kids is having a birthday.
Right here on our stage, little Topo Gigio, 108 degrees and 8.
Geico applauds your inner road name.
A slow clap goes out to your biker alter ego. You might be mild-mannered Michael in the office, the guy known for raising his hand in meetings, but out on the open road, it's Motor Mike. Geico supports you and your bike, Motor Mike, because beyond cars, Geico insures motorcycles. Those glorious vroom-vroom machines. With 24/7 customer service and great rates, the only thing you'll be raising from now on is a heck of a good time. So head out on the highway and make that road yours, Mike. Make it yours.
Geico Motorcycle. See how much you could save.
Got a lot on your to-do list? Now, during Kubota's Power to Do Great Things sales event, get a great deal on an L3301 or 3901 tractor with a live continuous running rear PTO. Now get financing as low as 0% APR for up to 5 years. And great customer instant rebates when you buy a new L3301 or 3901 and 2 implements. Now through September 30th, 2015. Call toll-free 1-888-465-8268 for details about cost and terms. For more information or to find a participating dealer, visit Kubota.com.
Welcome back to the PM Show Weekend Edition. I'm Michael Horn here doing the roll call. Scott St. James.
Yeah.
Paul Stern.
Present.
You were always one of those that did the presents, and I remember that. I remember your type. And the teacher always smiled at you. Wow. So anyway, Gary Larson, the Far Side, 65. It's August 14th, and my great, wonderful daddy, Charlie Horn, Bunky as we called him, would have been 102 years of age today. Would have been tough to communicate with him, but we would have had a good old time, wouldn't we? 102 years of age.
Yeah.
Good. That'd be good. Anyway, so keyboardist Terry Adams, I mentioned of NRBQ, is 65. Do we know who Carl Lumbly is?
I don't.
Of Lumbly and Abner? No, he was in the series Alias. Not only do you not remember the series, we don't remember Carl, nor that he's 64 years of age today. Some of these we don't know. Oh, here was one. Actress Marcia Gay Harden. She's 56 years of age today. Actress Susan Olsen from the Brady Bunch. Speaking of the youngsters, she is 54. Here's one that'll really surprise you. And I have noticed now, as I get older, 60 is the new 20. And like the Megyn Kelly, Lip Gloss Kelly on the Fox News. Yeah. She is like 45, but, some Martha McCallum is 50 years of age. So I'm thinking 50 is like, the new 30. And so, we have actress Halle Berry, who is in that, Extant series, 49 years of age today.
And still looking great.
Well, I was wondering if one of you guys were going to go that route and be, kind of the sexist guy.
And I'll be there for a while.
Not that I was talking about lip gloss or anything. Catherine Bell, the actress on the old series Jag, is 47. They had to get rid of that show because people cut themselves. Thank you, Scott. At least you picked it up. Let's see, who else is having a birthday? That's it. Mila Kunis is 32 years of age. And the Spencer Pratt from The Hills is 32. So there's your birthdays today. Boy, we got more. Hey, Dick Van Dyke, actress Rose Marie of the Dick Van Dyke Show, is going to be 92 over the weekend on Saturday. Mike Connors, a good friend of this show, and Larry Minetti, is going to be 90.
Did the show Mannix.
Yeah, Pat Priest, you remember from the Munsters TV show? She was Marilyn.
Yeah, she hasn't fared too well over the years.
What do you mean by that? Now, that is not a nice thing to say. She's 79 years old.
She was the beauty on the Munsters.
Well, they can do a sequel now. Thank you, Scott. Let's see, what else do we have? Jimmy Webb, the songwriter, did all those songs with
Jimmy Webb, sure.
Glenn Campbell, 69 years of age today. The Doobie Brothers, Tom Johnston, is 67. I'm telling you, they're getting up there. From The Office, actress Phyllis Smith is 66. Tess Harper having a birthday over the weekend. She's 65. Deborah Messing, the actress, 47. I'm telling you, they're all approaching the magic years.
Also looks good.
Yes, there you go. Still, you can be beautiful at any age.
Yep.
Just ask actor Ben Affleck, who's the idiot that got rid of Jennifer Garner. 43 years of age today.
Not necessarily. I'm not so sure about that.
Oh, I think he was cheating around. He was cheating with the nanny.
Maybe.
Don't you grab your People magazines?
Maybe.
Apparently he was hanging up with when a guy hangs out with the nanny.
I won't be surprised if those two get back together.
Look what happened to Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, true.
You think they'll get back together?
I guarantee his nanny was a lot better looking than Schwarzenegger's.
That won't happen, but I think this might.
You think so?
Yeah.
Have you been known to bring people back together, Scotty St. James, over the years? Have you done the advice? Well, there you go. So Ben Affleck, who'll be Batman, apparently that's more important than him than his lovely bride and children. I'm just making that up. I shouldn't say that, but
I won't be surprised if they get back together.
Yeah, we'll see. Jennifer Lawrence is 25. There you go. Actor singer Carlos Pena, The Big Time Rush, 26. What else do we have here for you? Julie Newmar on Sunday is going to be 82 years of age. Anita Gillette, the actress, 79. Country singer Billy Joe Shaver, who no longer can, is 76. No, he can't.
Well, he had a good career for a while.
Billy Joe.
You would play him, wouldn't you? He's kind of like one of those outlaw guys, right?
Yeah.
Yep. And then Leslie Ann Warren, remember her? Wasn't she
I
Cinderella?
I do.
Did she play that many years ago?
She's a good-looking lady.
She was on Mission Impossible, the original series, which, by the way, that movie, Mission Impossible, have you seen it, Scott St. James?
You always want to look at her.
But have you seen the new movie with Tom Cruise?
I have not. Oh, yeah, I love that film.
Thank you very much. I got to go see that.
Is that a J.J. Abrams deal, by the way?
Don't know. I don't think so. Actress Leslie Ann Warren is 69. Who else is having a break? Kathy Lee Gifford, who lost her husband this last week, is 62. Happy birthday to her, and our condolences from the family. The director James Cameron is 61, and Angela Bassett is 57. She's pretty good. She's in that series, How to Murder a Millionaire, or whatever the hell it's called.
Right.
How to Get Away with Murder. Here's one for you. I mean, you're not a big fan, Scott, once you went political, but country singer Emily Robinson of the Dixie Chicks. 43 years of age. Do they still perform the Dixie Chick, or is it just one of them now?
I didn't have a judge on them. I did not. I know the people got all ticked off about stuff.
I was all ticked off.
But I did like their music, and so that's just where I am with that.
But a lot of country stations stopped playing their records.
Of course they did.
Destroyed their career.
They apparently they weren't overseas when they went ahead and said some things.
Yeah, they did. They
upset a lot of people.
They haven't said anything about Obama. Should get up there now and let them belt out a couple of tunes about how bad the place is with Obama and the economy.
I just didn't take sides. That's all, because I like their music. That's all.
Yeah, I do like their music too. Urban Cowboy going to be inspiring a new TV show. Remember the big movie Urban Cowboy with John Travolta in there and
Deborah Winger.
Yeah, and what were their names in the series? They got together, and Deborah Winger and John Travolta doing. It was really good. Anyway, it's going to get a reboot from Fox. They had their the Television Critics Association tour. We've been talking about this for weeks now, and apparently they have discussed the development of a new series based on the film. Budden, what was her name? Budden, he was Bud and she was somebody else.
I don't know, but that movie had a little of everything, if you know what I mean.
What do you mean by that?
It did.
It just had action, it had some sexuality, it had
it all. Yeah. Not at all. They were a good match, and if they come on a new TV show, I'm there right now to watch it.
And he was known, and as I said, his character was Bud, and that's really not a name that they use a lot in motion pictures or TV shows. A character named Bud. The last time they did that, after the Urban Cowboy, was on Father Knows Best, when they used to have the dumb half-wit kid Bud, who would be cleaning out a carburetor or something when Robert Young would call him in for you old-timers. Come here, Bud. Yeah, Dad. Gonna get some more moxie out of my Chevrolet engine.
I once went to a country bar, and a lot of people were asking for Bud.
That'll warrant one.
Bada bing.
Anyway, so this they're looking at doing this, and we'll see what happens if they're going to do it. And by the way, that's a lot of people remember Urban Cowboy. That's what really cranked up the country music, club. It was filmed at Gillies, remember?
Yeah.
And they had the people still get on that mechanical bull and try to kill themselves and fly off that thing.
I don't know, but they sure were doing it then.
Yeah, I have a hard enough time walking, let alone getting on a.
Do you ever get on one of those, Scott?
No, I never have.
Never did.
Never have done that? You've done a lot of stuff.
I've done everything almost, but no,
I could see you with that arm up like that and a hat on. You would look pretty good there for a minute or so.
I'll do it tomorrow.
So how are you going
They
to do it?
kind of pad the floor with hay.
Big soundtrack from that movie, Looking for Love, with Johnny Lee singing that
Johnny
for you.
Lee,
Could I have this
Urban
dance,
Cowboy
Anne Murray?
himself.
Yeah.
The Devil Went Down to Georgia, remember?
Charlie Daniels.
That's a heck of a list you've got there. This is great.
Bud and Sissy, I knew it would come back to me. Her role was Sissy, and they never have ever used that name in a TV show or a movie, Sissy. Well, they did it in a couple of old Gunsmoke episodes. I remember when some tin horn would be out there, and his family would say, "Are you some kind of sissy?"
Well, that's usually you tell somebody in high school. I'm not really sure.
You're not being a sissy up against Marshall Dillon, are you, sissy? And then the gunfight ensues. Thank you, Scott. We continue straight ahead. The PM show is in session from CRN. High school? Located in the heart of Maui's premier resort, Kaanapali Beach Hotel is officially recognized as Hawaii's most Hawaiian hotel and the #1 best value in Hawaii. With a range of accommodations and affordable dining options, this is the ideal setting to turn Hawaiian dreams into lifelong memories. Live Hawaiian entertainment every evening, free year-round children's programs, weekly arts and crafts fairs, welcome breakfast, and departure kukui lei ceremonies add to the value. Swim in the whale-shaped pool, indulge in the fabulous spa and hotel salon. Enjoy Hawaiian hospitality at its best at the Kaanapali Beach Hotel. Call 800-262-8450 or go to kbhmaui.com. That's kbhmaui.com. Aloha.
Kaanapali Beach Hotel, Maui's Hawaiian Hotel.
Let me take just a moment or two, if I may, and talk about a great place to eat. That's right, for you folks anywhere in the eastern San Fernando Valley, drop into Bob's Big Boys. That's right, in Sun Valley at 8274 Sunland Boulevard. Now, everybody remembers the name Bob's. They're getting bigger and bigger every day. And little old Bob carrying the hamburger in his checkered overalls is the same Bob that you remember from back through the years. And, of course, if you want to go in for a great lunch, remember their classic burger, the original double-deck hamburger combination. Delicious 100% pure ground beef in 2 patties with American cheese, lettuce, and our famous Big Boy special sauce. The name is Bob, and I think when you go in, you'll say, by golly, I'm sure glad that I found this restaurant because it's good for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. They've got all kinds of things, and all you have to do is remember. Bob's Big Boy in Sun Valley at 8274 Sunland Boulevard. It's a great place to eat.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-351-8614. That's 800-351-8614. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-351-8614.
PM show nationwide, coast to coast, CRN Digital Talk Radio. Michael Horn, Scott St. James, Paul Stern with you. Glad to have you with us. Jose pressing the buttons for us today. Our executive producer's on vacation. Tomas is gone. Nobody's here. Just us doing the show, holding down the fort for you. So it's like warm, it's hot, it's summertime. And I noticed some of the baseball teams, the Dodgers in particular, to get you to really sucker you into going to a day game. Like who, when it's like 110 degrees, wants to sit in a concrete box and watch the Dodgers lose another one out of their bullpen, blow it again, and let Mattingly sit there while he watches his pitcher in 2/3 of an inning give up 8 runs. Anyway, so while you're checking all that stuff out, they're giving away one of those little fans with water in it that's supposed to like rehydrate you. Have you ever used one of those, Paul Stern or Scott St. James, those little fans you start that blows a little mist at you? Hello?
Not that I'm
Is this
aware
thing
of.
on?
No, not that I'm aware of. I'm thinking.
Come on, it's those little, you can buy them, you know? They fall apart after about 2 uses with it.
I once had a squirt gun. I don't know.
They should have squirt gun night at Dodger Stadium. That would be good. That'd be kind of fun. Squirt gun fights in the stands. I should be marketing director. Paul, you and I had come up with a zillion of these. Anyway, let me ask you a baseball question because, you know, there are managers and there's front office. And over the years, as you watch it, you always know about the manager. You didn't know much about the front office. Well, now, with these baseball teams using all these numbers and this Scott St. James strikes out against left-handers but hits home runs against right-handers, or Scott St. James after 5 o'clock in the afternoon can play better than 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I mean, it's just stupid, dumb stats that they have here, metrics as they like to call it. So you get these bean counters that were terrible accountants, couldn't get a career there, so they go in and screw up baseball teams like the Dodgers have this front office guy. So here's the big story. You get these guys that are metric fanatics, and I forget their names, but they came across from, was it Tampa Bay, and Joe Madden was the manager, and some people are saying that Joe Madden, who's the manager of the Cubs, made these dimwits look good because he could go ahead and make the teams perform. And now that they don't have Joe Madden, they got Don Mattingly, who shoots from the hip sometimes, they don't look so good. So I guess the manager has to match the guy that's in the general manager's office. Scott, you're a big baseball fan. Am I right on target here?
First of all, the Dodgers have a few problems.
Few? And now that we got relations with Cuba, let's send Puig back.
Well, no, I'm not ready to do that. But I am ready to get rid of these geniuses that these rich guys have brought in.
Those metrics idiots, right?
Big mistake.
They look at the trade they made made for this pitcher that can't get anybody out.
All we have to look at are a couple of things here. The Dodgers have 2 pitchers. That's it.
That's it.
They have 2, and they have a guy who comes in and gets people out. The rest of them you're not sure about at all. But they got no other starters. They only have 2 who are great starters. And these geniuses came in with these people are terrible, just absolutely terrible. They got a bunch of people who can't hit for whatever reason. They got nobody who can pitch except for the 2 best pitchers. They should fire these geniuses like right now.
I agree. Get rid of the general managers. You know, even
terrible.
Dipoto. Look at when the Angels got rid of Dipoto, how their team play came around. Then of course they lost 7 in a row after that. But everything evens out in the long run. You know, it's like here's the deal. It's like you've got to. I don't know. Mattingly's not the greatest manager either.
I think he's all right.
I do. He let his pitchers sit there in 2/3 of an inning. That's 2 outs. Give up 8 runs.
But that's the geniuses that he's dealing with. Yeah. That's the problem right there. That's all he's got.
Let me tell you, if Tommy Lasorda was in there, he'd have pulled that out. He'd have the bullpen catcher pitching if he had to get somebody to make an out.
But you got to get rid of those people, though. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If Tommy had these people, he couldn't be winning.
I never thought I would say this, but because they paid Ned Colletti, the former Dodgers manager, and the new owners seemed to be nice, so they gave him a job analyzing the game on Sports Vision. I think they should get rid of the geniuses and put Ned Colletti back in charge. I think he was better.
I don't think
he has a bad toupee, but I think they should still have him in there.
I honestly don't think that they did this on purpose. I just think it was a mistake.
No, they didn't do it on purpose.
A couple of mistakes, and they just.
I don't like metrics.
That they need to just sit down and say, you know, boys, I think we made a mistake, so let's just pay them off. And let's get some people in here and everything else. Now,
a lot of people are not agreeing with you. A lot of people are saying they should get rid of Don Mattingly and keep these idiot kids.
That's just natural because of the fact that they got to pick on somebody. And I don't think it's as much of a problem as it is the geniuses. The geniuses they got to get rid of right now.
Look at the Cardinals. Year in, year out, they've got either a great hitting team or a great pitching team. Right now, they are pitching rich. They just can go and win in their 10 games, more wins than anybody because they've got a great general manager. Look at the Giants. They're okay 2.5 games out, but they've got a great general manager and a manager who work together.
Well, the Cardinals had La Russa also too.
I'd say he was great. But they got this Matheny guy who's been very good.
Yes, the guy that they brought in. Yeah.
Paul, you want to add something to this?
Yeah, I've been watching this team called the Kansas City Royals.
They're good. That's good management.
They got this pitcher named Quelo. Oh, he's unbelievable.
Quaalude, I think. Oh, that's a different pitcher. He's on the Dodgers. They have a hard time getting him out of the bullpen. You're experiencing pain, back pain, shoulder, elbow, or hand pain from a sports injury. If so, schedule a visit with Dr. Michael Sheps, the leading expert in laser therapy for pain management. Call 310-873-4422 or go to drsheps.com. Experience Epic T, the breakthrough laser therapy system that Dr. Sheps developed to make you pain-free in less time. Laser therapy is a non-invasive, safe, and effective in-office procedure that penetrates deep into your skin without damaging the tissue. It perfectly targets areas of pain to promote fast, natural healing. Relax your muscles, ease muscle spasms, joint stiffness, and arthritis pain while increasing blood circulation. For over 25 years, Dr. Sheps has helped Olympic athletes and sports enthusiasts alike get back in the game. Schedule your visit with Dr. Sheps at his Brentwood office in California. Call 310-873-4422 or visit drsheps.com. That's DRSHEPS.com. 310-873-4422.
The showroom at South Point presents James Darren, a.k.a. Moondoggy, hanging out on the beach with Gidget. Remember?
Since the Gidget came to Waikiki.
James Darren, live in concert, August 15th and 16th. Tickets at the box office. Online at SouthPointCasino.com or charged by phone. 702-797-8055.
It's somebody else's moon.
James Darren at the South Point. Your home for great comedy, the showroom at South Point. Presents Bobby Slayton with Jim Florentine and Lenny Clark. Bobby.
Wasn't it great? She's finally moving out. Now we can have sex anytime we want to. I said, really? Are you moving out too?
No, I want to sleep naked. Send in their girlfriends. Can you believe them?
Lenny
I mean, I did cocaine once for like 9 years, but I only did it to learn the metric system.
August 21st to the 23rd. Tickets at the box office, online at southpointcasino.com or charge by phone 702-797-8055. 18 or over.
Hi, I'm Joan London, and if you're worried about your parent or a loved one living alone like I was, and you want reliable senior care information, then call A Place for Mom, the nation's largest senior living referral service. You'll get free information on assisted living, Alzheimer's care, nursing homes, even important financial information.
They had obviously researched every place, not just given me names. Really? They found me a place for what she could afford, and it was magnificent.
We're now very confident that she's safe, and they just helped every step of the way, and I can't thank them enough.
So if you're struggling to find reliable senior living information, call A Place for Mom. This is a free service, and you can trust them to help you.
If you're struggling to find reliable senior living information for your mom or dad, then call or go online to get the free help you need during this turbulent time. Call now, 800-471-5173, 800-471-5173.
Welcome to Staples.
Hi, Staples guy. I have to get my kids ready for back to school.
Staples has tons of deals, like one subject notebooks for just 25 cents. So they'll be 110% ready.
Wait a minute, that's 10% more ready than 100% ready.
That's right.
Yeah, I was a math major.
I could tell.
Make low prices happen. Make 110% ready happen. Staples. Make more happen. Right now, Staples 16GB flash drives are just $5.99.
Offer valid while supplies last. Limit 5 per customer. Ends 8/15/15.
Hi, this is Fred Dreyer. Join me and Michael Horn on the PM show Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern here on CRN Digital Talk. We talk about things in the sports world nobody else does. So listen in to me and Mike at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on CRN Digital Talk. And go to crntalk.com for more information on other show times. And don't forget to take us with you by downloading the CRN app on the App Store.
PM show nationwide, coast to coast, CRN Digital Talk Radio. Michael Horn, Scott St. James, Paul Stern. Movies coming out this week. The Man from U.N.C.L.E. You want to go see that. Should be, I hope, that makes the #1 movie. Not this crap, straight out of Compton piece of crap film that is done by Ice Cube. But here's the thing. The great Jerry Heller, who along with Eazy-E started Ruthless Records, and we've had Jerry Heller on the show. I called Jerry Heller today. He wrote the book called Ruthless. He's going to see the movie tonight, and hopefully will be in here Monday or on the line Monday with us to talk about this film. Because I'm listening to this Jay Moore, this comedian turned, quote, sports expert, and he's not. And all he talks about is movies, not sports. The guy talks anything but sports, and he's going, oh, Cube, we're friends, Cube. Hey, Cube, you're a good friend, Cube. You know, I love you, Cube. Cube, you're the greatest. It's like, you know what? I could care less that you know Cube. Here's the thing. Ice Cube was a pain in the rear for Eazy-E and Jerry Heller and everybody at Ruthless Records, and they dumped him out. And so now Ice Cube, with all his millions, has decided to make this movie. He's the executive producer, and he's going to portray, I'm sure, Jerry Heller in terrible light. And I want to get Jerry Heller on to tell his story, and we're going to social media it everywhere so you can watch the film, listen to Jerry Heller, listen to Cube, and see who's the liar and who's telling the straight truth. Should be fun, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
I may have to see that movie this weekend, straight out of Compton. I mean, basically, Eazy-E and Jerry Heller started that whole movement of rap music.
Well, I'll be interested in hearing what you have to say after you do see it, because if you like it, I'll go see it.
Yeah, I don't know. I got to bring myself to watch that crap. I don't know. Here's something new. HBO is teasing a new series that they're going to have. Now, do you watch HBO and Showtime series?
I do.
Have you seen that True Detective?
Yes, I do.
You know,
you don't like it?
Well, you know, I tried to watch it. You know, my ex-wife said you got to watch this series, and so I watched it last year. But I'm not a big Woody Harrelson fan. I do like Matthew McConaughey, and it sort of was slow, so I didn't give it a chance. Now it probably got better because I forced myself to watch it this year, and it was terribly slow, and it was weird. And then I'm looking around saying maybe I don't get it because there's like podcasts talking about how it ended and all these things, and it's like I don't know. They got a new series coming up on HBO Sunday night. This last Sunday, they've got an hour-long dramatic series, the Dawn of Artificial Consciousness and the Future of Sin. It was a 30-second first look at a show inspired by a Michael Crichton book. And it was shown, and it was, I guess, presented as a lead-in to the season finale of True Detective. Now, I DVR'd it, so I didn't get to actually see the clip. But we'll see what this film is going to be about, and it's kind of a saga about, with Anthony Hopkins and Ed Harris. I mean, they have good cast members. Sometimes it's just a little slow.
Well, sometimes it doesn't work. I mean, it's just, but
you watch that show Ballers about football guys and everything.
Haven't gotten around to that yet.
Yeah, it's sitting there, just decaying on my DVR right now.
I watch a lot of stuff, but I haven't seen that yet.
Last Minute Miracle for Utopia, another HBO series. They were not able to reach a compromise on the size of the budget for the thriller series, so as a result, the cast of the project has been officially released by HBO, and it was not confirmed. It was rumored that Eric McCormick and Dallas Roberts and Brandon Scott and Jason Ritter might be going. They had been rehearsing for up to a month, and then the budget negotiations unraveled with HBO for the rights to the Utopia. It was a British series, by the way, so we'll see. It might go somewhere. They're saying, could it go to Netflix? They're saying it might be locked in under HBO. So, but right now they're saying the project is dead at HBO. Actors have been released from the series.
Oh, I feel sorry.
Yeah, it sounds like that one actually sounds like it could have been a pretty good series.
Yeah. Something happened.
Utopia, the series that was going to revolve around the diehard fans of an iconic underground graphic novel who suddenly launched into their own pop cultural thriller. When they learn the author has secretly written another sequel. So, we'll see what it's all about. Maybe it'll come back.
I'll tell you something. I've been in situations where all of a sudden things get thrown out, and that's just something that hurts and hurts and hurts.
Well, now you can go directly to like Netflix or something, and have the series
that's
there.
True. That's
if
true.
you have the rights to it.
That's true.
But I don't know if you do or not. There's been, Tracy Morgan has been recovering from that terrible June 2014 car accident which killed his friend and injured him severely, and so they say he might be ready to return to acting soon. He's starting to move around a little bit and might take over the lead of his FXX comedy series that he's got, a project that they're working on now too. So we'll see if that's going on. He's a good actor, and I'm glad to see he seems positive in the times that we've heard some comments and stuff from him. So we'll see. I'm a fan. I like Tracy Morgan. I think he's good. 19 Kids and Counting has cost Discovery Channel a lot of money, so they're canceling the show. Oh. So they're saying they all knew that 19 Kids and Counting and the company of TLC, where it airs, the parent company Discovery, were going to take a hit after this whole Josh Duggar scandal that came on. But it looks like the network is going to finally cancel the show. Everyone pretty much said they knew it was going to happen, especially when they pulled rerun episodes. You start getting rerun episodes pulled, you're in trouble.
Anybody watch that program here?
I never did. Did you?
I'm sorry.
Here, the 19 Kids and Counting?
No.
And how about Here Comes Honey Boo Boo? Did you ever watch that show?
I've heard about it, but that's it.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the kind of show that I want to see. Not exactly The Man from U.N.C.L.E. or Mission Impossible.
There's a lot of stuff out there.
All in the Family.
Yeah. Empire. Did you watch that show? I watched
Not yet.
Yeah, I didn't watch it either this last season, but apparently the ratings got better and better and better as each episode unrolled, and it's kind of like an R&B kind of thing, similar to Nashville was a country music saga.
Made big. That thing you just asked me about. That thing made a lot of noise.
Everybody's trying to say it's their idea.
It's coming back.
Marvin Gaye's son now is the latest guy to claim Empire was his brainchild.
That Nashville, by the way, I love that.
I like that show. That's good. And he's going to sue them over it. That's what they're saying.
Talk about getting sued. I don't know if you've been following this whole Kim Richards situation, Mike.
Oh, yeah. Talk about this. What do you have?
Yeah, this is unfortunate. And again, it's kind of in the hard to believe category. Kim Richards, for those of you that don't know, she's one of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
She is.
A former child actress. Did a lot of those Disney things.
She did?
Back in the 1970s.
Yeah.
And she was, I guess, caught for shoplifting at a local Target.
I mean, come on.
Things are bad when you're doing that.
At the Target.
Yeah, but
what department was she in?
Well, she filled up.
Was she in the grocery section, the housewares?
No, this is really
the unmentionables. What was she looking to take?
No, she was up at she loaded up at 2 shopping carts full of stuff.
in the dollar section, I think they said it was, wasn't it? The bargain bin section?
Pretty much so.
Yeah.
A plan that didn't work.
She had about $600 worth of merchandise in these two carts, and she stepped about 3 feet outside the door, and then she got nabbed.
She apparently loaded her bags in a shopping cart, took it to the express line, but left it without attempting to check out. She told the clerks the items had already been paid for. She then grabbed another cart, didn't even bother to bag the items. She just loaded the cart up with toys and beauty products. She took the second cart to an express line and then began lugging the first cart out of the store. Sounds like a lot of work.
What would an extra $250 a month mean to you? For some, it's a little financial breathing room. For others, it's a car payment, a home repair, or help with college tuition. Hi, I'm Jay Farner, president of Quicken Loans, and I've got some great news if you're looking to save money on your mortgage. All it takes is a simple phone call to Quicken Loans at 800-QUICKEN to see if you qualify for the government's Home Affordable Refinance Program, or HARP. Folks who refinance with HARP can save an average of $250 a month. That's $3,000 a year. Our home loan experts fully understand the HARP guidelines, and they'll walk you through our streamlined process. And for 5 years in a row now, J.D. Power has ranked Quicken Loans highest in the nation in customer satisfaction. And this year, for the first time, they've also ranked us highest in mortgage servicing. Call 800-QUICKEN or visit QuickenLoans.com.
Visit jdpower.com for award information. Important terms and conditions apply. Call us for cost information. Equal housing lender. Licensed all 50 states. And MLS number 3030.
The founder of Lumber Liquidators has returned and is taking us back to basics so you can get the best selection of quality hardwood at the best price. This week, get clearance deals on pre-finished hardwood starting at $129.
Hand-scraped tobacco road acacia for much less than what you pay elsewhere.
More from 59 cents and 18 months financing.
Hi, I'm Tom Sullivan. I started Lumber Liquidators over 20 years ago with the basic idea, cutting out the middlemen, just good wood at a good price.
Sales going on now. Visit lumberliquidators.com to find a store near you.
Got a lot on your to-do list? Now, during Kubota's Power to Do Great Things sales event, get a great deal on an L3301 or 3901 tractor with a live continuous running rear PTO. Now get financing as low as 0% APR for up to 5 years. And great customer instant rebates when you buy a new L3301 or 3901 and 2 implements. Now through September 30th, 2015. Call toll-free 1-888-465-8268 for details about cost and terms. For more information or to find a participating dealer, visit Kubota.com.
PM Show, Weekend Edition, CRN Digital Talk Radio. Michael Horn, Paul Stern, Scott St. James in the studio here. So this Kim Richards story you brought up, Paul, she was at a Target store, is that the deal?
In Van Nuys, California. I've actually been to this particular location.
Van Nuys.
I've actually been to this
You
location.
go to a low-pro store like Van Nuys, she's good. And apparently she loaded the bags in a shopping cart, took it to the express line, but left it without attempting to check out. Then she told the clerk the items had already been paid for. She then grabbed another cart, didn't even bother to bag those items. She just loaded the cart up with toys and beauty products. And then she took the second cart to the express line and began lugging the first cart out of the store. She got 5 feet out of the store. Enough, by the way, to make a shoplifting case if you're 5 feet out of the store. Absolutely. A security guard approached her and escorted her to the booking room, and they took her picture. Here's the great note that you want to do. If you ever find yourself in that same situation, here is her defense. She said, she told the security guard, I can't recall if I paid for the goods or not.
That's pretty good.
Is that a good one?
That's pretty good.
I don't remember.
I just love geniuses.
I don't remember.
It's just,
I perspire when I check out. I start seeing the bill go up and I get like nervous and seeing all that money go out. So you can always tell if I paid for it. I'm a dripping wet, just perspiring and look dejected thinking, what did I just buy?
Yeah.
But, right? You get a little emotional as you're checking them up like, oh, how much is that? And you go through that. But apparently it's Kim Richards. She's a member of the Hilton family, did you say?
I believe so. I don't know which one that she was married to. Maybe we could have one of our crack staff actually research that. But, yeah, she's a member.
Joe Hilton, the man who owns Caruso's up the Just kidding. Just kidding. The real... Are you okay, Paul? It's the real Hilton family, all right? Am I sure?
Absolutely.
Okay, so back to my story. Marvin Gaye's son... You got anything else you want to report? Let's jump in with these. He's trying to claim Empire was his brainchild, and he's going to sue over it. And he's got a good track record in court. Marvin Gaye III claims he registered a treatment on a show called Diamonds and Ballads, a.k.a. Those Sons of Riches. with the Writers Guild of America back in 2010, and he said the treatment describes a family in the music business, a music-based black and hip version of Dynasty with Little Sopranos. So he shopped the treatment around to TV execs and said it was loosely based on the lives of his legendary family and the Berry Gordy family. And so Gay insists the people in the industry with whom Lee Daniels Associates received emails pitching his treatment, and he feels that they stole his idea.
Maybe they did. I don't know.
You haven't been excited since I got you going on the Dodgers.
No. I just got all jacked up about that. But if I had some answers for you about this stuff, I'd tell you. You bring up these geniuses who walk out with things you don't pay for. I understand that if you're poor and all the rest of that stuff, but if you're somebody in the kind of position that makes you go off and walks out of stores, I think that's crazy.
All right, more sports news. Michael Sam, remember he was the first openly gay player in football. And not much of a talent, obviously. I don't think he's ever even played a game.
He's the guy from Missouri, I believe.
But he suited up last week and just got his first game action.
Mm-hmm.
He's on the Montreal Alouettes.
Okay, well, that's a start.
There's some jokes there, but I can't go. I'll probably get letters. I don't know what their uniform is, but I think the mascot has a little tutu on there or whatever. Anyway, it's the Montreal Alouettes. 18 months after he was drafted by the Rams, and he was he lined up at defensive end. I just read it. I don't make this stuff up. Anyway, he lined up at defensive end Friday evening for the Montreal's game against Ottawa, and he didn't start in this one either, but he did enter the game with about 5 minutes to go in the first quarter, and it's been a long road for him. He was cut by the Rams and the Cowboys. He said he never got a fair shake in the NFL because he announced he was gay. Maybe that's something to do, Michael Sam, with your talent, Who cares? You could be gay, you could be straight, you could do whatever you like, but you gotta have the talent to play.
Just like the tattoos that Scott was talking about earlier. If you can play, nobody cares about anything. Is
that
right, Scott?
I believe that.
Yeah, and then he had left the Montreal training camp and returned to the States, according to TMZ, for personal reasons in June. Then he rejoined the Montreal Alouettes a few weeks later, and he's been held out of the first 5 games. So what's going on now? Not everybody can be dissing you. You just got to have, you got to be able to play.
Yeah.
Problem.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's unfortunate if you don't make the team and then you start saying, well, it's because I'm gay. Well, I really do think that if you can play, and as long as you're not trying to play with the boys, then we don't care.
Exactly.
Just
play the game.
Just play.
Now, here's some good news. If you're a film buff, and you are, Scotty, you like to go to the movies, Bill Murray is going to appear in the Ghostbusters reboot after all. It's awesome news because Bill Murray was one of the superstars of the original Ghostbusters. He's going to be out summertime next year, according to reports. He was, remember Dr. Peter Venkman? And so in both of the Ghostbusters and Ghostbusters 2, he's going to appear as part of the cast in the upcoming movie. And it's great news, they're saying, because Bill Murray had been conflicted about appearing in the film even earlier. Openly discussed he didn't want him to appear in a remake of Ghostbusters 2. And he said Ghostbusters 2 was received poorly in 1989, didn't know if he wanted to do this. Anyway, none of that matters now. Murray has signed on to the film. It's going to be open up July 22nd of 2016. Kirsten Wiig will be in there, Melissa McCarthy. This will be a good film. Leslie Jones, Kate McKinnon, Chris Helmsworth. So do you think it's a good idea?
Well, on paper, it certainly sounds good. Yeah. And if you can put it on, the screen, then we're going to love it.
Yep. James Earl Jones is in the news. Right?
Oh, okay.
This is CNN.
Yeah.
James Earl Jones is going to lend his voice and be back to the original Lion King franchise.
Oh.
Mufasa, is that who he was in the Mufasa? He's going to return to the Lion King sequel. The movie's called The Lion Guard: Return of the Roar. So,
don't know if I'm going to see that.
Yeah, I don't know.
It'll
be good. It'll get a lot of people.
Animation person.
Yeah.
Oh.
No. Actually, I used to be as a young child, not anymore. We continue here. It's the PM Show Weekend Edition on CRN Digital Talk Radio. Summer's hottest wine and barbecue event of the season is coming up August 14th through the 16th as the Santa Rita Wine Growers Alliance presents Wine and Fire in Santa Rita Hills in beautiful Santa Barbara wine country. Over 40 Santa Rita Hills wine growers and producers will be joined by barbecue chefs and local farmers dishing up the best barbecue the Lompoc Valley has to offer. Join the Friday night barn party kickoff and the Saturday morning barbecue blast seminar and lunch at Sanford and Benedict Barn. Saturday evening is the grand tasting at the La Purísima Mission. Each event will be showcasing different wines and wood-fired foods along with live music. Sponsored by the Santa Rita Hills Wine Growers Alliance and Explore Lompoc, we invite you to come for the wine and stay for the weekend. Plan your visit at Explore Lompoc for lodging accommodations and information on the Lompoc Valley. Wine and Fire tickets are available at Night Out and at starritahills.com/winefire. That's STARITA hills.com/wine-fire.
Your summer just got more exciting. Why? Because TracFone, one of America's leading cell phone service providers, is helping families get ready for back to school with the new limited edition TracFone Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles bundle packs that include entertainment kids will love and safety features parents want. Available at Target and select Walmart stores, the new bundle packs come with an LG Sunrise smartphone, a custom turtle shell phone case cover, free access to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Rooftop Run app, a full video episode, and more. As an added bonus, parents will get 1 free year of the NQ Family Guardian app, which allows them to monitor and set limits for their kids' phones. For more on the TracFone Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles bundle packs and NQ Family Guardian app, visit TracFoneParents.com. I'm Risa Jill Miller.
Are you nearing eligibility for Medicare benefits? Then you know now is an important time in your life. Medicare benefits can be a complicated puzzle. You don't want to overpay for your Medicare coverage or get the wrong plan. Let Health Markets Insurance Agency help you. With one free phone call, a licensed insurance agent will help you select a Medicare plan that's right for you and your budget. If you're becoming eligible for Medicare, call today and learn how to get the most out of your benefits.
800-793-1960. 800-793-1960.
Health Markets Insurance Agency is the DBA or assumed name of InSphere Insurance Solutions, Inc., which is an authorized insurance agency in all 50 states and the District of Columbia. Not all agents are licensed to sell all products. Service and product availability varies by state.
Call 800-793-1960. 800-793-1960. 800-793-1960. 800-793-1960.
PM show nationwide, coast to coast, CRN Digital Talk Radio. Michael Horn, Paul Stern, Scott St. James. The Elvis Presley Forever stamp is on sale, and it's going to go on sale at post offices nationwide. Priscilla joined the Postmaster General at a dedication ceremony outside of Graceland. So if you're a big Elvis fan, you want to get that film, or get that stamp.
I was just over at the post office. They were selling an Elvis CD.
Really? At the post office?
At the post office. I don't know what that was all about, but in addition to stamps or something.
You're right. They are, I didn't know they were doing it, but I knew somebody was doing it, that sending out a bunch of songs like either we haven't heard or because they've done something to them. I'm not sure what it is. But I guess the deal is, well, if it's an Elvis thing, let's just sell it. So it'll probably do well.
I think, if it's Elvis, it'll do well. Isn't there a movie out, Return to Sender? Does that have the Elvis theme in it?
Yeah, I think that's what you. Yes, I think that's what it
does.
Is. Yeah.
So what else going on here today? John Stamos, I like this guy. He's good. Used to be in General Hospital along with yours truly. Anyway, he is out of rehab, and he says he feels great after the stay there. And he told the Insider that he felt it's a trip to reunite with his Full House castmates for the Fuller House reboot. He's ready to go for that, and that's good. The Celebrity Apprentice, I'm a little depressed because that's been canceled. They're not going to have it this season. They'll say they'll probably come back next season with a different host. I guess NBC is through with Donald Trump. Is that the deal?
That's what it seems like.
Yeah. I don't know about that because I heard Donald Trump saying in an interview that NBC, they paid him a couple $100 million to do that show, and they're very upset that he's not coming back.
Well, it's a top-rated show, as he always said. But, and apparently when he made those comments to Megyn Kelly about blood coming from her eyes and all that stuff, and that was lifted, that little comment was lifted to make it look like he was some kind of a jerk talking about females and, situations and that kind of stuff, make him look like a total idiot. Well, if they would have played the full soundbite, which they did on the Jennifer Horn and Doug Steffen show that we have here in the early morning hours on CRN, you would have heard that right after he talked about Megyn, he started talking about Chris Wallace, and he said, Chris Wallace, he's really, not that strong. I was interviewed by his dad, Mike Wallace, and he was great, and Chris is not that way, and he was bleeding from the eyes as well, too. So if you heard that whole thing, you got the context of what Donald Trump was saying. But once again, this news media, when they want to create and make someone out to be evil, they chop it down and only play a little bit of the soundbite to make you look like a total idiot. Now, you were a newsman. Did you ever do that as a news and sports reporter, Scott St. James? Did you ever purposely have like a vendetta against somebody and say, I'll make this guy look like he's an idiot?
No.
See, but, I think you were an honest reporter.
I wasn't afraid, however, to
criticize,
to be there.
Yeah. Well, on sports, you would say if it's bad or good.
But to just embarrass him and then, make him run out the door. No, that was never part of my deal. Never. But, if I know you're wrong, you better know who you're talking to before you walk in the door. And that would be, with me. Don't come in and do something stupid or I'll make you look stupid. And so as long as you're straight with me, we'll have some fun. Or if not fun, it'll be interesting.
I'm getting real nervous.
I would never do that. By the way, Scott, your fly is undone. That is not true, everybody. He's perfectly a gentleman here in the studio. All right, that's our show. It's always good to have you guys in here. It was a good cleansing. You, Scott, are very excited about watching baseball throughout the weekend now, right? We got you jazzed for that.
Well, I watch them all the time anyway.
But you're really excited now, right?
Well, I am because of the geniuses that they have that they need to get thrown out.
I agree with you. Can we start a campaign on this show?
Yeah, throw out the geniuses.
Throw out the geniuses. That's good. That's Scott St. James. Paul Stern, you and I are off to Santa Barbara, Santa Rita Hills there, wine country. We're going to be on a barbecue team. Is that correct?
Doing some kind of wine and fire event.
Yeah, we'll tell you all about that Monday morning on the What's Cooking show.
Well, if you're going to be there, take Don Barrett with you, 'cause that's where he lives now.
I think he's off and about on holiday somewhere. But otherwise, I would do that. I did call up there. All right, we're out of time. Thanks to our executive producer, Courtney Kadera. Check us out at crntalk.com. Download our cell phone app, pound 250 send. When prompted, say the keyword CRN Talk. Michael Horn, Paul Stern, have a good weekend.
Enjoying all your favorite CRN programming is easier than ever. It's right on your TV, through your local cable provider, and on the web at crntalk.com. But when you're on the move, stuck in a plane, train, or in your car, catch up on all the shows you missed. Or listen live to your favorites. Download our CRN app from your iPhone, iPad, Android, or BlackBerry. Just search for CRN Digital Talk Radio. Or search for your favorite CRN shows on apps like iTunes, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, AHA Radio, uTunes, and Nobex. Now you have access to all of our great shows anywhere in the world and the ability to be part of them by calling our toll-free studio line at 800-336-2225. For more information on where and how to listen, log on to crntalk.com and create your own listening experience today.
The radio channel. The radio channel. CRN.
With SRN News, I'm Keith Peters in Washington. Today, there is an open Cuban embassy in